All right, we are punctual here with Strive Scan, so we're going to start right away. I know folks are filtering in. Everything I'm saying, I'm going to throw into the chat here in a few minutes as well. Welcome, college essay guy, Ethan Sawyer is going to be speaking with you folks in this virtual college panel. And a few things I just want to note for you folks out there so it makes the most sense and you get the most out of this. This is virtual, obviously, and with that, our panelists here cannot see or hear you, okay? So you can see us, but we cannot see or hear you. So your camera and microphone are off. You're muted. If you have a question and you would like to ask it, please use that Q&A button. It's either going to be at the top or bottom of your screen. So that Q&A button, you can kind of see what it looks like there. That is how you can ask a question, and we'll be kind of vetting those out. You can sign up for more sessions. There are a bunch of panels today with some colleges and different educational institutions. There are always more coming in the future. And a recording of this panel and all of the other panels that are and all the other fairs that are happening will be available at strivescan.com. And I will put that link in the chat as well. So to be mindful of time, we are going to pass this over to Ethan. Take it away.
Thanks, Christy. Appreciate it. And thanks, friends. Thanks for being here. Happy Wednesday. And if you're watching this from the future, hi to the future. I hope it's awesome. I hope it's as awesome as the present is. And I hope y'all are doing super well. I'm going to basically do a very, very brief intro, let you know about some things that are happening that I'm really excited about. The first of which being the college fair that's happening in 1 hour. And if you're like, wait, what is this? What? You can check out the links that, that Christy's going to post right now. And basically, this is sort of the 45-minute intro. I'm going to walk you through some free resources to help you develop an awesome college list. Are you going to be fully, totally done? No, but in 45 minutes, you can actually develop a preliminary list of some great schools to research and set yourself up for a summer of research, hopefully, and developing some, a refined list. I find it takes a couple, weeks of research for students to really settle on their schools, and you definitely don't have to do this all this week. This will be something that'll be ongoing, but today's a great way to get started. And like I said, in about an hour, you should have a pretty good sense and you'll have all the resources you need to make this happen. Let me tell you about some cool things that are happening at CEG. This is the website, probably where you signed up. If not, and if you want to find out more about more free resources that are happening, scroll to the bottom of this page, and you can sign up right here. And we'll let you know about all kinds of cool things. For example, if you happen to identify as a low-income student, we've got something called the Matchleiter Scholars Program, which basically means that if you are looking for essay and application help and you qualify, which means that you're a US resident, you're applying to college this coming year, you've got a 3.0 GPA, again, you can give us proof that you are low income and you're motivated, you submit an application, you just click this, it's a Google form. We've got hundreds of really amazing counselors standing by, waiting to take your calls, actually. And we basically pair you with them and you work one-to-one to basically create your application. So if that's interesting to you, I'll throw this link in the chat right here. And I think this is going to work. This is totally going to work. And if you're interested, you can fill that out right now. You could totally multitask for the next few minutes. I'll be referencing some other resources throughout. I'll be putting them in the chat, and then we'll follow up with all the resources as well. So just big picture. One of the things that what we'll do is I'm going to basically guide you through. And if you're a student or a counselor watching this, go through this exercise too, because it could be kind of fun, I think, kind of interesting. And you can go through it with the student perspective. So you can kind of see, what would this be like if I was a student doing this? And you can totally use the resources that I'm about to use with you with your students if you're a counselor doing this. And you could even guide them through this thing. I mean, what we're going to do is we're basically going to try and guide, how many folks are here? 210 folks right now through finding their college list. And would this work with your students if you're a counselor or a teacher watching this? I hope so. Judge and see by the end. So feel free to use these resources. They are all $3.99. Okay, so the first resource we're going to use, and let's just do this. Let's just get into it. I'm all about the practical. Oh, you know what? You may not have met me. You may not know who I am. Anyway, I'm Ethan. I'm the college essay guy. I spend a good deal of my time and have spent a good deal of my time for the last 15 years, sometimes 40 plus hours a week, thinking about college essays and applications. I've got a website, collegeessayguide.com. Last year we had 3 million people on it, different people, which Google told us, which is kind of for me. I've written 2 books on essays, and one on essays and one on admissions, on college admissions. What else? I got a podcast. I got a YouTube channel. I don't have a TikTok channel yet, but it's coming, I think. And yeah, I really love this work. My goal in this process is to help bring more ease, joy, and purpose to the college application process. And I'd love to help. So this is one way. One of the things that I've spent a lot of time thinking about is helping students develop their list. I led a course on this and list building with Stephen Antonoff, who's kind of like the person who's literally written the books on this. And we just went through this, several week course. We'll probably do it again in the fall, but here is some of the stuff that we covered in the course. So you can kind of get like a little sneak peek into it. And this can be a daunting process because you've got thousands of schools to figure out. How do you figure out, first of all, what you're looking for? And then how do you figure out which schools are good based on the stuff that you're looking for? And those are really going to be the 2 parts of what I'm going to show you right now. All right. So here is my absolute favorite resource. I'm going to throw it in the chat and I want y'all to click it, and I'll also screen share. And this will be like step 1 of this process. So what we're going to do first is I'm going to guide you through basically like a 15-minute exercise to figure out what you're looking for in a college. And this is Coursava. It's free to basically, you click, let's click sign up. I'll take you through the whole sign up process because I want you to do this with me. Click continue with Google. If you don't have Google, you can go here. And I'm going to pick my CEG Live email address. You're not going to see it, but it's automatically going to log in because my password thing is set up. And then actually I'm going to slow down because I want you to do this at the same time as me. Hopefully the site doesn't crash. I don't think it will. I think we've sorted it out so that it won't. But go to coursava.com, click sign up, put in one of your emails. Yes, do this with me. And then pick whichever you are, counselor, student, parent. If you want to do it from the student perspective, pick student. So click student, and then are you 13 years of age or older? Answer the question. I happen to be 13 years or older. Pick your high school. I'm going to pick the high school that I graduated from, which was Southwest Miami High School. Hit enter, and then there it is. Ta-da. Put in your info, which because my computer's fancy, it auto-populates. I'm going to change this so that they don't know that I'm not this. Class of 2022. My gender is optional. I'm going to leave it optional. This is my actual birthday, y'all, September 15th. Just put whatever year it was. Click agree to the, if you want to read the terms of use, feel free. And that's it, ta-da. So hopefully then, when you click continue with Google, it should work. All right, so what you're gonna do once you've done this, and it might take you a little bit longer than it's taking me, but you're gonna click start a card sort. And so the way that Coursava works is you're going to get a series of these cards and you're going to pick, is this a must-have, a would be nice, a do not care, or a no way? And if for some reason you aren't able to do this right now, like maybe you're watching on your phone or something and you're not able to do this account, then just follow along with me. You can just either take out a sheet of paper or you could just type this somewhere. You could open up, like, let's say a note in your phone. And I want you to write down, I'm going to read through all these cards. I'm going to go through a bunch of them. And I want you to just write down what all of your must-haves are. Now, ideally, you're on Coursava and you can go ahead and do this. So you can store it in here. And there's also a nice PDF that comes out of this. But if you're just not able to do this for some reason, just follow along. You don't need to track every single card, just track what your must-haves are. So you might write down, for example, neuroscience, if it's a must-have. And there will be another card. Maybe it'll be friendly colleges, or something like, let me see what the next one is. Let's see, for neuroscience, it would be nice for me. Small classes. So just write down your must-haves if you're doing this analog version. Okay. Pausing for 1.5 more minutes so that folks can create a login and stuff. And then we're going to go through a card sort. And you can either follow along with me or you can just do the card sort on your own. And if it's too confusing to do the card sort and to listen to me at the same time, you can turn me way down, or you can mute me for the next, probably this is going to take about 10 to 15 minutes. But at the end of this, you're going to have a sense of what you're looking for in a college. All right, let's do this. Neuroscience. Well, I kind of know what that means, but let me read this thing. It's the study of memory, stress, and behaviors. Yeah, that's not like a must-have for me, but it's a would be nice. So I'll mark it would be nice. Small classes. Majority of classes are under 20 students. No, I want to go to a big school personally. Not big, but like medium size. So I'm going to put do not care. I'm not going to mark it no way because I don't want to eliminate that as a choice. I'm going to put do not care. School spirit. Yeah, that would be nice. I'd like to go to games and stuff. Teaching degree. You want to learn how to teach others a specific subject or focus. Nah, I don't care too much about getting a teaching degree. So I'm going to say do not care. Economics. Yeah, it would be nice. I mean, you know what? I'm going to say must have for this because I want my school to have economics majors and degrees. And if they don't, then it's probably a really specific school that for some reason isn't. So I'm going to say must have. Agriculture sustainability, that's not a big focus for me. Theater, drama, both me now and me when I was, in high school was a must have. And at Northwestern, where I ended up going, it was a huge part of my experience there. Psychology. Yeah, this is another one of those where it's sort of like, you got to have psych programs at the school. Communications journalism, I'm probably biased because of Northwestern, but I want to be around folks who are in the communications media world. This is me personally, it doesn't have to be you, must have. Creative culture. For me, that's a total must have. For you, maybe it would be nice. Feel free to mark it. Great food. The college serves up gourmet food in the dining hall or other on-campus establishments. I mean, this is like, would be nice. It's not like I've got to have gourmet food all the time. So that's a would be nice. Sports medicine and kinesiology, the study of how to treat and prevent sports injuries. Okay, don't care so much. Large college, lots of students on campus and a lot of activity. That would be nice, yes. Diverse campus. Students come from different parts of the world, represent many races, ethnicities, and family backgrounds. Must have, yes. Got to have diversity. Computer science, this is for me, is like an econ thing where I'm like, I want students around me who are thinking about tech, thinking about software, must have. Animal sciences, don't care. Strong sense of community, must have for me. Students and staff are a supportive family and provide a home away from home. And again, if you're writing these down, just write down the must haves. Social justice, yeah, I want a school that cares about social justice. Cool. Women only, this is my first no way because I can't go to a women only school because I am not a woman. So I'm going to say no way. Not because I object, but they wouldn't let me in. Honors college, not a must have, but it would be nice. I would like to have honors people, smart people around me. Learn by listening. You're comfortable listening and taking notes when prefer classes where you learn through lectures and presentations. Would be nice. Physical disability support. Another one of those things that it's like, if the school doesn't have it, then I'm like, what's going on? So that's a must have. Like diversity for me, or economics majors. Medium college with several thousand students. Yeah, would be nice. Hospitality management, don't care. International student body, I want to be surrounded by students with rich cultural backgrounds. Yeah, that's kind of like diversity for me. That's kind of a must have. Small college, fewer than 2,500 students. I don't care. I want to go to, like I said, like a medium school. Study abroad, gotta have study abroad. That's, by the way, quick tip. The biggest thing that I hear from my friends after college is like, what was your biggest regret? They're like, that I didn't study abroad. I am so glad I studied abroad. I went to London. I know that's not very adventurous, but it was great. Do it. For me, it's a must have. Love of learning. Yeah. You consider yourself to be curious about the world. Yeah. Must have. Work hard, play hard. You can be serious and studious during the week, but know how to have a good time on the weekends. Yeah. Would be nice. History. You gotta have history. Structured program. What does that mean? A great fit if you prefer a detailed syllabus, explicit instructions, and a clear grading rubric. I don't care. Close to home? No. And I'm not going to say, actually, I kind of want to say no way, because when I lived in Miami and I was like, I didn't want to go to school in Miami. So that's a no way for me. Clubs and campus activities. Yeah, you got to have clubs and campus activities for sure. Must have. Hands-on learning you enjoy by doing and prefer hands-on learning in a lab, in the field, or through an internship. Let me know how fast is the speed at which I'm going. Is it good? Should I go faster or slower? Y'all can let me know. Okay. Somebody's asking about a code. I don't know what code you're needing. I don't know. Sorry. Let's see. Hands, again, if you can't for some reason do it on the website, it's okay. Just do it by hand. Hands-on learning. Yeah, that'd be nice. Business, must have. I want students around me who are entrepreneurial. Campus location is in a sunny part of the country. Would be nice. Campus safety. I mean, yeah, we kind of got to have a safe, must have safe campus. Recruited athlete. This is not me, so this is a no way for me. Intramural sports. Yes, I want to play the basketballs. So that's a must have for me. Sociology. Again, it's kind of like history, philosophy, econ. You got to have students on campus who are thinking about these things. Same with English for me. English major. I was a double major, but yeah. Let's see. Free time. Let's see. Must have or would be nice. I think this is like a would be nice. Balance is important. You want to have ample time off for camping trips. Yeah, would be nice. Fisheries and wildlife. Don't care as much. Rural campus. I kind of don't want to go in the middle of nowhere. So I think I'm going to say no way to that one. Research opportunities. A great match if you want to participate in the discovery of new knowledge, whether it's a science lab or on the ground farm. Yeah, it would be nice. Students compete with one another. No, I don't want to thrive on pressure. No, no way. I want people to be cool. Big time athletics. You want to be spotted cheering on the team at ESPN. Would be nice, not a must have for me. Party school. I want to say no way to this because the schools that are labeled as party schools, I kind of want to go to school. Social is important, but I don't want to go to party school. College town, that would be nice. Located in a town or city full of college students and youthful energy. Yeah. Accelerated programs. What are accelerated programs? Let's see. College offers accelerated programs on okay. Already know what you want to graduate as quickly as possible and become a doctor or lawyer. College offers accelerated programs on a shorter timeline. Oh, like medicine, law, business, 3-2 engineering programs. I mean, it would be cool if they had that, but that's not what I'm thinking about. So I'm going to say do not care. International relations. For me, this is again like econ, history. It's just one of those like I mean, it's kind of like diversity, I think, or like the just having a nice range of majors. Pre-med, vet, dental advising, would be nice. Competitive environment. I don't care. That's not kind of like thrive on pressure, but I don't necessarily want to go to somewhere competitive, but I don't care if other people are competing, I guess. Global studies. Yeah, would be nice. Want the option to design your own major. Oh, that would be cool. Unstructured program. Maybe designing my own major, taking ownership of my education in unique and unstructured ways. Yeah, that'd be cool. Debate, mock trial would be nice. Top of my class. You like being the smartest one in the room. Can't imagine getting a B. No, I want people to be smarter than me. So I'm going to say no way to this. Pushed by my peers. Yeah. I want to be pushed by my peers. You want to be motivated by the smart students around you. Yeah. Academic advising. Advisors and mentors are able to help the right major and make sure you graduate on time. The school's got to have academic advising. If not, again, I'm kind of like, what is going on? Big fish in a little pond. Do you want to become quickly respected? No, I kind of want to be in a, like I said, larger school. I'm going to say don't care. Architecture would be nice. Sororities and fraternities, I don't care. I don't really care. Collaborative environment, yes. Got to be somewhere students are collaborating. Philosophy, must have for sure. ACT, SAT optional. Okay, I'm not super stoked on my test scores. So I need a school that's test optional or test blind. So I'm going to say must have. Friendly campus. Yes, I don't want to go to like an evil campus. So yes, snow, that would be nice. Do I want snow? Sure. It's not a must have. I'm not a skier. Cultural events. Yes, must have. It's kind of like having clubs. Design my own major would be nice, but not a must have. Green campus. Students and administrators are environmentally conscious and the campus buildings are eco-friendly. Would be nice. Physics. Got to go to a school that has physics. Apprenticeship and certification programs. What does this mean? You know just what you want to do and includes working towards a certification or apprenticeship to become an electrician, nursing assistant, auto mechanic, plumber, other hands-on expert. Don't care so much. ROTC, don't care. Gap year, I might want to take a gap year, meaning like you take a year off, maybe between high school and college. Statistics and analytics would be nice. Campus appearance. The campus is well designed and has memorable architecture. Would be nice. Music. You want music to be part of your college experience? Yeah, for sure. Liberal arts. A well-rounded education is important. A good match if you want to take classes in a lot of different subject areas and study how things interconnect. That sounds like the way I like to learn. So that's a must-have for me. Sports management. How to run a sports team? Don't care. Art. Even if I'm not going to study art, I want to be on a campus where art is a thing. So yes. National reputation. It's not a must-have. It's like a would be nice. So I want to say would be nice for me. Service academy. I'm not going to go to a service academy. That's like armed forces, military. That's a no way for me. Religious atmosphere. The campus has active religious groups. Don't care. One of a crowd. Yeah, that would be nice. I want to go to a larger school. Can't imagine life without sports. So a varsity athlete. That's not really me. I'm going to say don't care. Biology, must have. Social entrepreneurship. What does that mean? You want to go to a school where students are motivated and supported to create innovative solutions to our world's social, cultural, and environmental problems. Yes, let's do that. Construction management, supervising projects like building bridges, don't care. Engineering, I want to go to a school that's large enough to have, even though I'm not going to go into engineering programs. Film, must have for me. Learning disability support, again, it's kind of like, if you don't have that, what kind of school is this? So yes. Good fitness facilities. I wouldn't have thought this going into school that was going to be important to me, but having a nice gym was super awesome in both in undergrad and in grad. So I'm going to say must have, and I'm actually surprising myself by saying this. Far from home would be nice. Product industrial design. Don't care. Oh, would be nice. Co-op programs. A co-op program is an internship. Sometimes it's paid, where basically you're doing your part-time in, maybe it'll be part-time where you're kind of like at school part-time and you're also working, or it could be that you just leave for a quarter and you go work a job and there's some kind of like online element to your learning. These are kind of cool. Would be nice. Diversity fly-in program. Again, if the school doesn't have this, I'm kind of like, get it together. Why don't you have fly-in programs? Fly-in programs are basically, they offer free campus visits for underrepresented groups, minorities, first gen, women, low income. And it's a great opportunity for these students to, for students like you, if you're watching this. And by the way, you can Google fly-in programs. College Greenlight puts out a list every year and they are super awesome. And yes, it is totally free. Colleges will fly you out. And sometimes they don't even have enough applicants. So it's relatively easy in some cases to get that free flight. So get it. Must have. Public health. Yeah, would be nice. Geology. Don't care. Financial aid. I had a 0 EFC, which meant that I needed financial aid. So that's a must have. Residential campus. This means that you'll live in the dorms for 1 to 2 years. This was super awesome in college, so I recommend it, but I'm not going to make it a must have. I'm going to say would be nice. I just found that I super bonded with a lot of people because I had that at Northwestern. Political science would be nice. We're almost done. Merit aid scholarships. I need the monies, so must. I don't necessarily need merit aid. It would be nice, but if the school is going to give me enough money, then I don't need it. So I'm going to say would be nice. Conservative campus. Don't care. Environmental science would be nice. Scholarly environment. Professors are world-renowned. That'd be nice. Fellow students are highly intellectual. Yeah. Access to professors. Yeah, it's not like a must-have, but it would be nice for me. Suburban campus. Don't care. Hispanic serving institutions. I'm going to say don't care for this one. Astronomy would be nice. LGBTQ friendly. Yes. Happy Pride Month, by the way. Sorry, I said that kind of loud. Yes, that's a must have. Criminal justice. Yep. Learn by discussing. You're comfortable speaking up and sharing your ideas. Yeah, would be nice. Fashion design merchandising. Don't care. Great dorms. Would be nice. Community service, of course, like got to be doing some kind of community service. If the school isn't, what's going on? Lots of class choices. Yeah, I want to have lots of class choices. World languages. Politically aware. I'm going to stop telling you all the things that I'm putting because it doesn't really matter what I'm putting. It only matters what you put. Politically aware. Community college. That's a 2-year program where you can get a degree and then maybe transfer later. Bike-friendly campus. Maybe there's a bike shop, bike lanes. An HBCU, which stands for Historically Black College and University. You're interested in attending a college with a rich history of educating African-American students. Weekend life. Students stay on campus on the weekend. There are lots of stuff going on. Liberal campus. Lots of clubs and organizations for Democrats. Outdoorsy. Students like hiking and REI and things like that. Religious affiliation. Chemistry. Modern facilities and technology. Would you rather go to a school that doesn't have, that has like 70s facilities and technology? Culinary arts. Urban campus, that's like to say that it's in the middle of a city. Academic support and tutoring. Ethnic and cultural studies. Colleges offer majors or minors focused on the history of and culture of ethnic groups, like women's studies, Asian studies, LGBTQ studies, or Latin American studies. Career advising. Internships. Mathematics. First gen student support. You are first gen in your family, and the college wants to support you and has specific resources to support you. Dance. Nursing. And finally, learn by reading. You love classes where you get to read books, articles, research papers. All right, when you finish this, and it may not be the same time I'm finishing, but you can click, yes, I want to see my report. And once you click this, you're going to get a list of all of the things that you marked as must-haves. So, ta-da, here you go. And if you want to like print it, you can click print. And this is like your nice report. It's going to be like, here are all the things that you're looking for in a college. And it only took you, it maybe took like 17 minutes. It took you like 17 minutes to find all those things. It might take you a few more minutes. If you need to come back to it, you can totally come back to it. So that's step one in this process, to figure out the actual things that you're looking for. Step two is we got to figure out, okay, well, based on these things, what colleges are great for that, for those things. So here's what I'm going to share with you. I'm going to share with you this spreadsheet. I'm going to put it into the chat. And what I want you to do is I want you to click on the spreadsheet, and in the top left corner, go to File, Make a Copy, and then just type your name, you know, whoever it is, you know, Sam. And then when you hit Make a Copy, it's going to put a copy of this into your Google Drive. Now, don't worry, it's not like a bug or anything on it. Once you've got this, then I want you to like X out of this, because when we start to get to like 150 people, the spreadsheet's going to get weird. What I mean by that is like it might crash, but up to like 150, I think we're good. So go to File, Make a Copy, and then X out of this because you'll have your own copy. And then what you're going to do in the next few steps is going to be literally on this spreadsheet. All right. So here are your 5 steps to building a list. Step one, we just did it. 15 minutes. You use coursava.com to identify your college must-haves and you type them onto tab 1 below. So the next step is to basically, and I've got them marked here. So this is like the 0 page table of contents. Step 1 is discover your preferences on Coursava. And then you would just type them all right here. So what I would do is I would go to my must-haves. For example, I'm just going to pick some random ones like English and film and creative culture. So I would just write down film and LGBTQ friendly, creative culture, and you just type these right here. You can do this right now or you can do it later, whichever you want. So you're going to type your must-haves right here, okay? And then once you've done that, in order to figure out which schools are good for what, you're going to go to a website called collegeexpress.com. This is step 2, really. It's collegeexpress.com, and it's spelled like this, and I'll throw it into the chat as well. And when you go to College Express, you're going to take whatever your must-haves were. So like, for example, film, and you're going to write all of your must-haves along the top. Now, by the way, if you want to just skip this first step and just put all of your must-haves here, that's totally fine. So here are some of the things that I want: film, English, strong sense of community, LGBTQ friendly, academic support. And you just type these along the top here, okay? Once you've done that, let's take the first one. film. So I go to College Express and I type in the top corner, film. Whoops, I had my fingers wrong. You know when that happens when your fingers are like not set on the home row keys? And you'll see like, wait, there's all this random stuff coming up. Wait, how do I search this? Go to filter results and click list. Okay. Once you've clicked list, hit refine results. And what you're going to get is a list, for example, of colleges with great programs in film and television. And you click it. So here it is, the expert's choice, colleges with great programs in film and television. Here is a list of schools that have great film programs. And if you're like, wait, who are these experts? Right here, if you click this little button, it'll tell you that these lists come from a book called The College Finder by Stephen Antonoff, the aforementioned guy who literally wrote the book on this. This guy has literally spent, I don't want to say hundreds of years, he would laugh if I said that, but he spent like 40 years researching colleges, and he reached out to a whole bunch of like hundreds of experts, and they put together a bunch of recommendations. But you're not going to stop here, you're going to do your own research. But anyway, so if you want to learn more about that, you can just click here. But you're going to take this and you're going to copy. So what I did is I'm highlighting. Sorry, I kind of did it wrong. There we go. Copy, and you hit copy, and then you're going to paste it right here. So you're going to paste your list of schools. I know this is like super awkward. Like, why doesn't this do this automatically? We're working on it. All right. But you basically paste in all of the schools right here, and it's going to be awkward. It has this yes, connect me in between. Sorry. And you're going to do this for your lists. So then you go to English and you go back here, and remember we typed in search, typed English. Or another way to do this, if you want to just click listen rankings at the top right here, you can type in English here and hit enter. And you'll see, for example, colleges with great English, creative writing, and literature programs. That's what I want. And you take it and you copy this list, scroll all the way down, copy, and you paste it right here. So what you're going to have on this spreadsheet, once you've done this, is basically what I call a list of lists. You're going to have a whole bunch of schools based on your different preferences. Yeah. So all the schools that are good for film are going to go in this column. All the schools that are good for English are going to go in this column. Strong sense of community. What's going to happen is you'll type in some stuff, like let's say you type in community. And again, wait, why is it showing me scholarships? Click filter results, list, refine. Community colleges giving the most degree. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Community colleges getting the most degree to Black students. No. Let me try the other way that Ethan mentioned. Lists and rankings. Community. I want a school that's, let's see. This is about community college stuff. Now, this isn't really about like a sense of community. So no, community service, that's not quite what I'm looking for. Okay, this one didn't work. So here's what you do. Delete it. Go to the next one. LGBTQ friendly. Lists and rankings. So in other words, they don't all match up. If it doesn't, just go to the next one, because you probably highlighted a bunch of things, right? LGBTQ. Oh, wait, I know this is there. LGBT, because I didn't put Q in here. There we go. Gay friendly colleges. Great. Copy. Copy them all, paste them here. You see what we're doing here? It takes you like a minute, probably less, 30 seconds to do each one. And you do this for as many of your must-haves as you like. And then what you're going to have, like I said, is you're going to basically, you can do this now or you can do it later tonight. You're going to have this huge page full of all the schools that are awesome for you. Next, what's going to happen is you're going to look for your overlap. So step 3 is basically going to look for what are those schools that are appearing a bunch. So when I did this earlier, I saw, for example, that Bard College at Simon's Rock, school that maybe you've never heard of. All you do is you go here and you search for example, at Bard College. You do a Command F or Control F search, Bard. And right now it's only appearing 1 because I only have 1 set of lists. But if I had all of my lists here, then maybe it appears 6 or 8 or 9 times. And so you just write here, how many different times does it overlap? Yeah. Once you've got that, you'll start to see, certain schools are appearing more than others. You might learn, as I did when I did this, for example, that NYU actually matches with a lot of the things I'm looking for. Same with Chapman University. Chapman actually would have been a great fit for me based on my interests, either right now or when I was in high school, because I kind of did like a blend. Okay. The next step, if money is a thing for you, so let me just recap real quick, and it's all on this page. So first, we're going to do Coursava, if you haven't done it already. Figure out what you're looking for. What are your must-haves? Put all your must-haves at the top of this list here. Look them up on College Express. Find which ones are overlapping a lot, which ones are appearing on a bunch of your lists. Okay. Or sorry, which ones are listed a bunch. And then if you want to, this would take you maybe 20 minutes or so, you can basically do a net price calculator on something called collegeraptor.com. What is that? A net price calculator is going to give you a kind of ballpark sense of how much, here, you can just search College Raptor. The reason I'm like Googling this for you is I want you to see like how easy it is. Net price calculators. Actually, you can look for the particular school. Let's do it this way. College Raptor, net price calculator, and then let's pick one of the schools that I'm interested in. So I'm interested, for example, in Oberlin. So I type in Oberlin. There it is, net price calculator for Oberlin College. All right, so you fill in your information. So for example, I'm male, I live in California. There we go, California. Let's go with that zip code. Am I independent? The independent means, do you live on your own? I do not. I live with my parents. Housing status, I'm going to go on campus. My GPA, my unweighted GPA is 3.57. I did not take the test, or I'm going to go test optional. How many people in my household? 6 or more. My parents were not married when I graduated high school. How many members, including the student, will be enrolled in college at the same time? 1. How many parents in the student's household? 1 when I graduated. Parents' total income? I don't know. I'm going to ballpark it. I'm going to say that my dad made $40,000. Parents' total assets? Not much. I don't know. So you might need to ask your parents this. I'm just going to put in a random number. $10,000. My total income. I work at a video store, so maybe like $1,000. My total assets? 1,000. I told you, $1,000. How much do the student family plan to pay out of pocket per year? I mean, I think my parents can maybe pay $2,000. That's what I got. All right. So my estimated family contribution is at the bottom here, and it's $172. The one that it came out for me was actually 0. So I think this number might have been wrong, actually. I don't remember. But what this is going to do is you type in all these numbers, and as you adjust this, like if your parents' total income is like, let's say $150,000, then you'll see this, your estimated family contribution is going to be $18,460. So when you change these things, these numbers are going to change, but it's going to give you some sense of like what you can expect to pay. It's not perfect, it's not exact, but what you can do with this information is then you can go in right here, filter by cost, and you could be like, okay, based on this, Oberlin, $18,460 a year. Yeah. It's a rough way of doing this, but it gives you some sense of it. Then, once you kind of got this sense of money here, you can continue your research on these. So if you want to put cost, you can put the cost in here, just copy and paste your list. Whereas the location, you're already going to have it here, so you may skip this one. You can delete these too. If you want to like delete a row, just go to like, let's see, format, delete, where is delete? It's somewhere, I promise. I swear I know how to use a spreadsheet. Row, that's insert. I'm not going to spend 10 minutes looking for where I found the delete. I forgot where you find it. Personal rating. Okay, based on all this stuff, hey, I'm feeling like Chapman is like a 7. I'm into it. Acceptance rate, if you want to look that up. A lot of this information is going to be if you click the links, because that information is already on College Express. And then you can go deeper into your research and get ready for those why us essays, which I have a lot to say about, but that's not what this session is about. Like, what are the majors and the classes that you're interested in? And you can just track all your research right here, so that when you're doing your research, you don't totally forget everything you've been through. And that, my friends, is the 35-minute version of how to develop your college list. Some of you are doing it right now. Feel free to keep doing it and don't even listen to me. You can work on it for the next 20 minutes before the session start. But let's see if questions have come in. Let me just hop into the chat. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Do counselors pay for this program? You don't need to, Joan. You can actually sign up all. It depends on what you're doing with it, I guess, is the short answer to your question. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Oh, yes. Dinah's asking for, can you please provide the name of the website or publication where we can find the fly-in programs? So here we go. It's called College Greenlight. So check this out. Fly-in programs, College Greenlight, fly-in and diversity program list. There you go. I believe they're owned by CapEx now. Look at this. It's like, what did they use? Airtable? This is cool. And they tagged it in a really cool way. So yeah, I'll just throw this into the chat. Thanks, College Greenlight. You are awesome. What else? Where do I click refine results? Click on it, Nicole. I think you'll be able to find it. It pops up underneath it. Do they have this page for every major or just film? A bunch of majors, Gianna. Yeah, not just film. Type it in, click list, and then type in your major. Chances are you'll find it there. There's a lot of stuff. What do you prefer about College Express versus College Board or another Finder site? When I use College Board like Big Future, I get overwhelmed, honestly, Trisha, by the number of schools that are suggested, because it's just like thousands of schools, and also there aren't as many options in terms of what I'm looking for if I'm a student. It's filtering on things like size and location, and it doesn't have the kind of insights I need, like what are schools really good for. So I prefer College Express in this, I know it's kind of awkward, but it's free way of getting into some of those deeper preferences. Any tips for financial aid or scholarship? How can we know how selective scholarship is? I do. So let me do this again. I know this is like, for some of you, it's like tedious to watch me do this, but check this out. Scholarships, college essay guy. So I put together a guide that looks at the top 10 most common scholarship essay prompts and how to write every single one. So I literally just Googled college essay guy, college scholarships. I'll put that in the link. The other place to look for like more resources, if you've never been to it, the College Application Hub has resources on everything from a guide to the thing that I just did, but like not as interactive, how to develop a great college list, a timeline, like what should I be doing right now? This is a good one to bookmark. If you're a senior and you're going through the process, or if you're a counselor and your students ask you for like, hey, should I apply early action or early decision? You can just like send them this link, which has a whole podcast devoted to that question. And some really cool guides. Let me show you what's in this one, for example. How to decide whether to apply early action or early decision. There's a fun flow chart here. Let me show you a cool chart. This is from Jenny Kent and Jeff Levy. Here is a chart that maps out early decision and regular decision acceptance rates for last year's students. So it might be cool to know, for example, that American, their regular decision acceptance rate was 36%, and American's ED, early decision acceptance rate, was 83%. So you had a much better chance if you apply early decision. Not to say you should just based on that. That's going to be covering the podcast, but it's got resources like this. Some of you are like, where do I find that? Just go to the application hub that I just showed you and click on this one. There are also a bunch of resources for writing your personal statement. You'll find, should I write about COVID or not? A guide to that. You'll also find lots of different personal statement examples. You'll find specific supplemental essay guides, how to write the why us essay or the extracurricular activity essay, for example. You'll find guides on things like the activities list, the additional information section, interviews. If you click, for example, the activities list one, you'll also see like, I'm really laughing at this one. I think I'm wearing the same shirt, a YouTube video that walks you through that. Interviews, how do you crush your interview? Write a resume. There's a recommendation letters guide, both for students, and then there's also one for teachers. There's one for teachers, there's one for counselors, and there's one for students. Financial aid, this is a really good financial aid guide. In fact, it's so good. If you're interested if you need financial aid, check out this guide. It's super awesome. Amanda Miller put this together, and it's all about scholarships. So for the person who asked, it's got all the things. So that's probably going to answer a bunch of folks' questions, but let's see what other questions came in. And we're going to end in like 2 minutes. We're going to go 1 minute over if we can, Christy. Let's see. Does College Raptor cost estimate work for international students? Great question. If you are an international student, I'm going to direct you to something called Auxilia. So Auxilia is going to show you more specific information for international students. An enterprising international student named Vikyat basically put together this really awesome guide that it's all explained right here how to use it, but it's basically going to answer all your questions. If you're an international student looking for financial aid, you want to check out Auxilia because it's going to give you the specifics of how much money, for example, does each school give and for what purposes. What if I don't have a laptop to create this kind of list? Pen and paper. If you don't have a laptop, if you could go to the library, maybe, just a suggestion, to use College Express, I would recommend it. Post the link with the college fair. We will do that right now. Christy, would you mind just sharing the link to the college fair so that folks can see that? Actually, I think I can Google that. I think I can. Strive scan. Yeah, here you go. Oh, you got it? Awesome. Sweet, thanks. Great program. I believe you know how to delete a column. Thanks, Lauren. You're right, I do, probably. Honestly, I was struggling with my college list and I'm amazed right now. Thank you so much. Mocha, I want to quote you. That's like I should put that on the, I don't know, the marketing or something if we do this again. What resources should I be using to start writing college essays? Are you trolling me, Ravi? Asking the college essay guy, go to collegeessayguy.com, go to collegeessayguy.com and use the application hub. You'll find tons of resources there and they're all free. I've even got pay what you can courses. One just started yesterday. All right, we'll do 2 more questions and then we're done. I promise. What if I only want to attend an international university? Ooh, great question. Let's make that the last one. Let me share my screen again. Let me show you where, if you're an international student watching this, welcome. I mentioned that hub. So application hub. I'm sorry, I've got my Q&A box in front of this. There it is, the application hub. At the top of this, are you an international student? Head this way. You'll see a really specific guide for students who are outside the US, who are interested in maybe applying to the US. So here are 10 must-know application requirements. There, you'll also find a guide to applying to schools outside the US that are maybe like under $10,000. You'll find things like schools that are actually cheap, affordable options under 10,000 US dollars a year. And then a huge guide on financial aid. Okay, I'm over time. I want to give you all a few minutes to go and, I don't know, get some water or some tea or whatever. And thanks for being here. And I hope you enjoy the college fair. Go and you can register for multiple sessions if you want. You'll get the recording. And yeah, thanks. Should I be more specific, Christy, with how to sign up for the fair?
No, that if they were able to get here, then they should be able to get to the other ones. But all of that is on our website at strivescan.com. The recording of this one and all of our sessions, every single one will be on that website as well, which will be very helpful. And you obviously shared a ton of information. So I definitely recommend you folks go back and look at this recording. But you can see there's multiple fairs going on this evening. So definitely, if you're not already signed up, which I'm sure a lot of you are, you definitely can do that at our website. With that, because I'm hosting one of them that's starting here in about 10 minutes, I'm gonna head out of here. I hope you guys have a great evening. And Ethan, thank you so much for everything and good luck with everyone on their college search.
Thanks, y'all. Thanks, Christy. Bye.
Bye.